So the brand is Adanola. I've just never been in this situation before. Shopping addiction is much like pregnancy. Who knew? Let's talk. Okay, honey. I come. Hold on. Yes, honey. I think you all saw that. Yeah, come up here. Oh, I'll come now, okay? Just wait. Good boy. I've got to go because I have more children and potentially another one cooking. Just if you're wondering, this is the raw, unedited footage of the morning of the day that I have just found out that I am pregnant. And I actually can't believe when I say these words, like the reality is sinking in, but I'm not believing it. And I'm also not sure how to feel. So we'll catch up because I need to go to the doctor and make some appointments and continue with daily life, as you can hear. Thank you for being here right now to bounce this news off, because I am actually numb from shock. The vibe is happy. Just so you know, the vibe is happy, but I'm in complete shock. And I already have 3 children. I'm really happy. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. This wasn't in the cards, guys. It's gonna be alright. 2024, baby. Like, literally, probably a 2024 baby. It was gonna be the year for us that things kind of level out a little bit rather than being so chaotic all the time, but that's okay. On our channel, it's all about riding through that chaos. And don't mind my hair right now. I've got a hair mask sitting in it. And funnily enough, because I'm on this hair care journey and I was wondering why my hair stopped falling out, and I thought it was from all the treatments I've been doing, but maybe it's because I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant. I'm gonna have a baby. We're having a baby. Alright, I better attend to the other one who's very noisy. Okay, good chat. I'll check in with you later. Yep. Hi. Yes, thank you for taking my call. Look, I just had some inquiries about hospital fees. Yep. Okay, I'll get a pen. Right. And so that's just for the hospital stay. What about anaesthetist? Yep. Beautiful. Okay, obstetrician. Yep. Oh, they've all got the same feet. Oh, wonderful. Okay, well that works. Yep. So the first visit is, yep. Yep, there's a rebate. Beautiful. Yep, and what were the ultrasounds again? Are they, is it 8 weeks? Is 8? They're an 8-week ultrasound? Oh, and a 20-week. Okay, beautiful. There might be private fees. Okay, private fee. Thank you so much. No, I think we've covered it all. Thank you. All right, see ya. Right. Okay, well, that's a lot to take in for half a day on a random Thursday. Been to the doctors, had my test. No further testing, like no ultrasounds or anything at this point, because GP thinks it's very, very early, which I'm kind of grateful for. We were backtracking dates because I wasn't quite sure when I had my period, but you know, it was confirmed on my last visit to her, which is actually recent because it was for a abdomen uterus situation anyway, and I had to get some scans done, so I definitely wasn't pregnant then. So yeah, I'm kind of grateful it's early, because I, once again, like I don't feel pregnant right now. Like I have a little bit of pain on one side. I know that there's like a cyst that like releases a certain hormone that kind of helps the embryo stay in place and like grow. So I'm definitely feeling that, but I haven't had any, like I've been through this 3 times, people. I should know when I'm pregnant, and this time I did not know, except the fact that I'm so hungry all the time, and if I don't eat, I either feel like I want to cry or die. Those are the options. And another thing that's super interesting, doctor said because I didn't have any like severe or like prominent symptoms, that most likely in her experience it's always been a girl. And I'm just like, great. Not that there's anything wrong with girls, I mean female empowerment. I mean, I'm a girl, it's just I'm so used to being a boy mum that it's almost like I'd need an instruction manual to come with. But hopefully if she's anything like me, which is a complete fireball but also all there, it's gonna be great. Hopefully there won't be too much conflict and we'll be on the same page. That's what I'm hoping for if I had a daughter. Lord help us all. And that phone call was just me figuring out numbers, because it turns out, because I quit my private health insurance because it got too expensive after COVID, that having this baby privately would be a huge expense. But because generally my babies need a little bit more monitoring, it's something that I would aim to do, that I want to do. We just need to figure out if it's possible between me and my husband this year, because this is how we're starting 2024. It's a new family member. Yeah. Great decision. Excellent decision. This actually, if anyone wants a backstory, reminds me of when I was pregnant with my first son, because I then was also not planning to be pregnant, and it was just one of life's miracles written in the stars, if I could say that. So the doctor kind of indicated the same thing today, like it was just meant to be, even though we hadn't planned this. And I guess it is, it's just meant to be. Of course there are all kinds of thoughts swimming around in my head right now, but all I need to focus on is making sure this little one is cooking well, that I'm continuing to stay healthy and relatively stress-free, although is that ever possible with the drama that surrounds me and the decisions I make on a daily basis. But that's okay. We have love, we have support, we have God, and I'm in a very fortunate position, so I'm very grateful for this with this moment. It's just not registering. I'm just not registering. I think if I go to an ultrasound, then it'll kick in. I can see tears coming. I just didn't think this would be me right now at 35 and pregnant. It's almost like I'm saying I'm 16 and pregnant. It's definitely not that. It's starting again, and like another thought zooming around, like we've gotten rid of the pram, all the baby clothes are gone, like we didn't save them. We got rid of everything baby related because we knew like this wasn't potentially going to happen again. Like there's no crib, bassinet, nothing. But great believer in God provides. It'll all work out. It's just I was crunching some numbers, and now that I don't have health insurance, obstetrician fees, anesthesia fees, hospital fees are very real. Very real. So we do have to weigh up our options. Otherwise it's going public, which I haven't been before, and kind of playing it by ear. But when you have a baby and your body's going through such a major change and your health needs to be constantly monitored, I would rather be in the hands of somebody who knows me, my body, my baby, and give us the best start at life. I don't want to take a risk on getting a random registrar at a public hospital, because that can happen. That can happen. I'd pay for the peace of mind of knowing, like I'd take the hit to know that at the end of this journey we're going to be alive and safe and well, because we were in the best hands possible. And if something ever stuffed up, it would be an external factor. Hopefully it won't, but I guess welcome to the first of a few pregnancy vlogs, guys. I didn't plan on delivering 9 months of this kind of content, but here we are. Buckle up. And I have 3 minutes to pick up what I thought was my last born, my baby, who I have absolutely spoiled rotten because I thought he was the last baby, and now I'm gonna have to spoil another little baby, but it's okay. It's beautiful. I'm getting kind of emotional thinking about it, because wow, to hold a little baby again, to have another baby in the house, it's gonna be crazy. We didn't even have room to put this baby. We'll have to, you know, stick her in the laundry. I don't know. Did I say her? I've got to stop doing that. It's not a her. I think it's going to be a boy. Regardless, healthy baby, it doesn't matter what the gender is. And I digress. We can probably put bunk beds in one of the kids' rooms, and they could have another cot in there. So that might work. We could switch out a bed for a cot, and that would give us enough room to live here. But we are really outgrowing this house. It's getting insane, despite the fact we've had all these renovations as well. Ooh. Okay. Thanks for letting me get that out. Oh, and by the way, only you, me, and my husband know about this at this point, so you're in a very privileged position right now. You're welcome. Between us three. check in with you on this very weird morning. I've been up since 12:30 a.m. and tried to get to sleep tirelessly for 2 hours to no avail. I was just so ravenously hungry trying to get back to sleep. Couldn't. So got up, did my 40-minute stairs workout, which is basically me just walking up and down the stairs for 40 minutes, and then decided to bake waffles for the children because it's Sunday and it's a tradition that we've long been doing now. Then I've decided to make my own paleo waffles, and then I've been so ambitious that I'm also making bran muffins. Here are the evidence of waffles and waffles to be, but tragically run out of buttermilk. We don't have enough for the bran muffins, so being a little past 7 a.m. I have crazily decided that we're all going to the supermarket at 7 a.m. to get some more. Pregnancy, nesting, crazy madness has officially set in. I've done 2 loads of laundry. I'm about to do a 3rd. I've been so productive this morning. I've even edited a vlog. No. I've washed my hair, but I can't just seem to sleep and relax. This is not part of the agenda. The morning sickness is all-day sickness, which I'm not really familiar with, to be quite fair. I've generally had quite good pregnancies, but this one's a little different. And yeah, it's been real. Just thought I'd share our crazy morning with you and what we do as a 35-year-old crazy pregnant lady. Little OOTD of today, this cute little H&M workout set in a sage green, which is very forgiving with the surrounds, and I think this might be the first time I've shot with this backdrop, so I'm very excited about that. And after we go for our 7 a.m. food run, we're going to do some baking, and then I think I'm going to clean the bathroom and the toilet. Thrilling. And what I think I'll do moving forward with these vlogs is I'm going to try to fit in as many fashion videos as possible, because the reality of this body changing for the 4th time round is extremely real. So I have to maximize my wardrobe until it hurts. I seriously have been underutilizing my wardrobe though, so this is a really great excuse to basically wear at least everything once and get it out into the world. I'm gonna throw on a nice fleece to go with the green, and then maybe might even pop on these new shoes, because the girl is going to be giving all accessories soon, because the fashion won't be something that I'll be able to enjoy. But these are a little sneak peek of a recent little, I guess, thank you present to myself, a little treat to self. These are the Adidas Sambas. This is not the unboxing that I wanted to serve you, but I guess now is as good a time as any. Alright, looking cute is a great way to fend off morning sickness and extreme exhaustion. So I highly recommend this strategy to all who are going through it right now. Just pick yourself up, do a bit of self-care, put on something lovely, and carry on with your day, is my advice. I swear, whoever said clothes make the man, we're absolutely right. Because when you're single mum vibes with husband away and children to entertain in the weekend, you have no other choice, as you can hear. The choice is to leave right now. I must say though, the brain is rather sharp for a 12:30 a.m. wake up, and hormones that are playing with me. Anyway, I'm going to stop bitching and moaning about this. As in, no. Okay, I think I said that wrong. I'm ecstatic. I'm so excited. I'm so adjusted to the fact that, God willing, we will be graced with another baby. It's still very early, so I'm not like I'm just praying at this point, because anything can happen between now and 9 months and 3 months and 4 months. So just praying and hoping for the best. I'm just living a different person's life right now. I just feel like I'm having an out-of-body experience. I've kind of forgotten how it's like to be in this state again and what the hormones do to you. But I know that all of you don't want to hear about this, because some of you haven't experienced this yet. Those of you who have are just over it. I get it. So normal content will resume in the next clips, hopefully. We won't say a damn thing, although this is meant to be a vlog about my announcement, so perhaps I will harp on just a little bit more to get out of my system, if that's okay. We were just playing Usher, but I can't capture it on my phone at the same time. Oh well, you're all in the car. Alright, let's see. Can I make a right hand turn? Yes, I can. You don't want to get in? Okay. But why am I craving this cheesy mac? Oh, that's a stupid question. I know why I'm craving it, but like, do I want it? Maybe I do. I do. Since when do Philippines get so expensive? English recipe. Guess I can try this. Grab the small one because you never know, my cravings might change. Becoming a pregnant lady haul at this point. Done the toilet and the upstairs bathroom and vacuumed the stairs and got on my hands and knees and cleaned up after everyone's fecal matter. And now, with my very triple washed hands, I'm going to have a snack. Right on cue. The recipe for these bran muffins, it's my dad's recipe, famous recipe. It's the best recipe. I actually made a video about it, so I'll link that up above if I remember. Little chefs are also busy in the kitchen. This little chef has made some pasta balls, more like rollgatini. I'm not sure what it's called, but they just look so perfect, like edible. And he's also topped it off like a true chef with a garnish of a butterfly. I'm just astounded by the professionalism. And no, the fun doesn't stop there. That was a quick 2-muffin interlude. I'm going to also use up my frozen veggie scraps that I have been saving in the freezer. So every time there's a leftover bit of onion or leek or lemon rind, it goes in this bag, and it's now going into my first batch of broth. So we're going to have a lot of celery leaves with some leeks, lemon, ginger scraps and some coriander. So I think it will end up tasting quite lovely, and I'm going to use that in a mushroom soup I intend to make for my dinner tonight. Insanity? Absolutely. But my only way of survival through this day with no hands on deck is to just keep working, because if I stop, I will crash. Not allowed. Not allowed here. And I'm just going to let that simmer away all day. And I know the colour looks a little bit suspect. However, it is vegetable broth, so I guess the colour would be a yellowy urine green, yellow. Horrible, I know. However, I have just drained the leftover vegetable scraps from the freezer that I've been saving. I have tried the broth. It is a bit bitter, which I suspected because of the copious amounts of lemon with the whole peel leeks and lots of celery leaves. So it's giving celery. But I think this will make a lovely base for my mushroom soup tonight. I've got my cashews soaking for the ready because this is going to be a vegan cream of mushroom soup. And I realise that this vlog is turning from, hey, I'm having a baby, to what I eat in a day. I actually just ate a shin cup ramen with some boiled eggs. It was amazing. But it's actually keeping my nausea at bay, just the constant feeding. It's working. It's working. What has changed around here? I'm about to collapse from exhaustion though, and children are starting to get a little bit grumpy with me, which I don't blame them. It's been a bit of a slow day today, but the fact of the matter is that I'm awake, I'm coherent, and I am here. We are surviving today. It has been 12, I'm used to staying up for over 12 hours. Thing is, can I stay up for another 4 hours until my husband gets home? I'm not sure. I really just want to go to sleep. I'm so desperate. Okay, soup time, and lucky we have, well, lucky I have a little helper who's getting me through the day. Thank you so much, darling. You're doing such a good job. All right, it looks like we needed, unexpectedly, some white wine. So everything else we have, I better get onto that. Very simple recipe, by the way, just a few simple ingredients and you have a dinner. So we have some sourdough in the freezer. It'll make the croutons. Shouldn't take too long. We paused proceedings. The pepper grinder just decided to break off as I was grinding cracked pepper into my mushrooms, and I'm now picking them up one by one amongst all the plasticky and springy bits that also decided to pop off. I think it's time we invest in a proper grinder, don't you think? Gosh, there are so many. I should document this. This is very momentous. I'm just chugging down 2 vessels of water. I just tend towards that word. I really don't know. Cups of water. Preparing my bladder for my first ultrasound of this baby. So I will get to meet the baby.
Ich bin possibly meet baby.
A bit of a reference to Bridget Jones, one of my favourite films. Anyway, little one is coming with me, so he's the only one keeping my secret at the moment. So let's hope no one figures out the code of his language as to what we did today if they asked him. So anyway, I'm so happy to be sharing the experience with my little one because he's kind of been on major journeys. For a 3-year-old, he's been on a lot of journeys with me, and I'm very codependent on him even today. So we're going in, and hopefully I have some good news when we come back.
Oh, it's there. That's right. That's where the baby is.
Yeah.
The tummy.
See? No babies. This is so tiny.
So tiny. That's right.
I need to eat food.
Yeah. How?
Oh, how does the baby eat food?
Yeah.
Oh, when I eat food, the baby eats food.
Yeah.
Mm.
If the baby wants to.
Yeah. Well, everything is okay, folks. Heartbeat 149. And about 7 weeks at this point.
Mom?
But everything's okay. That heartbeat just put me at ease. And little one is very curious about all the bits to do with this baby, and let's hope we can keep the secret for a bit longer. Anyway, checking out. All right, off you go then. Ooh, what can you see? Good morning, everybody. Haven't touched base in a little bit. Have been doing lots of family things, lots of school holiday things, but today's the first day back to some routine. So taking the little one out for something really different today. We've gone to a new park, a new place, gotten my first coffee in 3 months, which is actually tasting good to me right now because it hasn't so far in this pregnancy. I've completely changed my diet. More on that to come. But anyway, I have to say it's really lovely to just slow down a little bit. Hence why I haven't touched base with the camera, because I've just not been well enough to function as a regular human person, is how I put it. Anyway, we're going to have a little play and I'll catch up with you a little bit. Just thought I would touch base on a bit of a lighter note this vlog. Oh, where are you off to, mister? It's so lovely to see such a big tree. I love a big tree. Too heavy, huh? This is a different kind of swing, isn't it? I haven't been showing you what I've bought lately, which was one of my intentions to give you some form of entertainment on this vlog, because so far I feel like I haven't. I've just been being an emming that could indicate bowel movement. Basically bitching and moaning about being a little bit under the weather during this time of my life, but feeling a little bit better. I think I'm hopefully coming to the edge of it. And got to show you what I've been purchasing lately, but on that note, I was meant to tell you that I have been wearing these very cute little mini Uggs, which have just come so much in handy with these cute new track sets that I've been rocking at the minute, because the other clothes are looking quite tight at the moment. Anyway, touch base, maybe I'll show you some new bits that actually fit me. Okay, we have made it in front of the camera, put together with, once again, only half an hour to spare of time, because cravings have just been dominating my life. So before I can even think about getting makeup done or doing any kind of self-care at all, even the housework for that matter, care for everyone else, I must give in to my cravings, which have been completely out of control. I feel like something different every day. Please ignore the mushroom saga of the first part of this vlog, because I do not like them anymore, okay? It's just a pregnancy thing. I love mushrooms. I want to apologize to the mushrooms. You know I love you. We have a long-standing relationship, but right now we just can't be together. Same with vegan food. Love the stuff. Can't be together right now. I've turned into an absolute, what I would describe, fruitaholic carnivore is my general diet of choice at the moment, with the occasional desire for something very sickly sweet. Not often though. In fact, my sweet tooth has really kind of taken a huge dip. I'm more into the savouries now, but I do have to tell you this story about how I'm currently living out the saying, I live to eat, and yet I also eat to live. That's kind of the kind of beautiful foreplay me and my body are kind of doing right now, because my mind says one thing, but my body and my baby are just telling me to constantly just feed itself at a moment's notice, without warning, in the middle of a shopping centre, whilst I'm driving. It could be any time, it could strike anywhere, and I have to listen. So I'm basically at the mercy of my own body, and my mind is just teetering on being sane. I have to tell you this story, and that'll be enough for the nausea, pregnant moaning for this vlog, I do believe, because I think we've had enough of that. I don't want the rest of the vlogs for the year to be all about that. I'll get it out of my system now. And I did promise you a nice bit of juicy unboxing and a bit of a haul, which we're going to do in a moment, but I do have to tell you this story because it's never happened to me before, and it's hilarious. Driving to pick up my second child yesterday, and wearing one of my favourite light blue tracksuits, which I generally wear in summer, but I haven't switched over my wardrobe yet. I haven't really washed it, I think, even though I've owned the set for at least 1.5 to 2 years, which sounds bad, but whenever I do wear it, I kind of treat it as one of my good tracksuits, not my doing the housework tracksuits. Anyway, wearing this beautiful light blue, not dark blue, nothing that could conceal any stain colours. Eating a chocolate covered ice cream in the car, you know, the hard chocolate coating. Enjoying myself because at the time I just needed that to get through the afternoon of pickups. Enjoying this and then realising that little specks of chocolate are falling onto my track pants. Not a worry, we can take care of that later. I popped on a little microfiber towel that we use for dusting the car now and again, popped that on my lap so elegantly, so chicly, whilst devouring this ice cream in a very Discovery Channel animalistic way. Dropped a few big pieces of chocolate, believed they fell perhaps, you know, at my feet or just over the towel that I had across my lap. Get to the school, I only have a few moments to do the transition because I have to pick up my other child, and discovered that the big chunks of chocolate that had fallen off the ice cream had not fallen by my feet, but had fallen between my groin, people, yes, between the upper thighs. And there was a huge mess of melted, dark blobs of chocolate in that area. I did not know what to do. Panic started to set in. I didn't really have time. I've just never been in a situation before where it looks like I've basically soiled myself in public. So I had some water in the car, thank goodness. Dabbed some water on this microfiber towel and just started furiously just scrubbing, which also didn't look quite good from the front view of the car, at my groin. So doing that, desperate to get these stains out, and luckily I had a big oversized blue jumper, which I typically wear with this tracksuit. I was feeling rather hot, as I have been lately, just the hot flashes, and I grabbed my big oversized jumper, hoiked up my track pants as far as they could go so the groin would be right up there, and really pulled my big oversized jumper down to conceal the fact that I had these huge brown stains between my legs of my trousers. Got away with it for 2 pickups, but this is just the life I've been leading right now. Again, just really being dominated by having to eat on demand. So being very aversive to being nauseated all the time. Food is dictating my life, or the nausea is dictating my life and what I can and cannot do. So I have to say my vlogs will be a little bit far and few between, and this is why, because we've been going through a lot of changes. Obviously very busy family to look after, work as well, lots of demands from that too. And I decided to take a little bit of a step back, not from YouTube. Vlogs will be less, but I will be taking along with this journey. There's still lots of things to do in this bedroom in particular, lots of home vlogs to come, because I feel like fashion is going to take a little bit of a back burner. This could be the last time I could really actively show you anything that may fit me currently. But Instagram and my website, unfortunately, I've decided to stop that. It never really launched, to be quite fair, but I'm just not ready to take it off the ground. It's very expensive. I haven't made the most of my time with it, and it's just very complicated, and I cannot deal mentally with any more complications right now. And Instagram has just never been one of my strengths or go-tos. I'll do it when I can, if I'm in the mood, but I'm not really pushing myself, as already I'm pushing my body to its maximum girth already. Now, speaking of girth, we're going to be very brave today. From where you started to now, I'm over 3 months in now. Very exciting. My body has made some changes from all the dietary changes, I think probably mostly, rather than an actual baby growing inside me, to be quite fair. But I've got some athleisure that I made a little haul of a few months ago, which when I tried on was just great and made me look snatched. However, right now I'm going to be putting it to the test, let's say, because my body has changed. I definitely know I won't be looking as snatched. But athleisure wear is kind of all that I can wear at the moment, because it's the most comfortable and generally the most stretchy of the kinds of clothes that kind of make me feel comfortable and fit me right now. So the brand I'm going to introduce you to, which you may need no introduction to, this is a UK brand, super hot right now. I caved and I'm so glad I did because it is really, like, I love it. Makes you look very cool girl even when you're not, when you're someone like me who is definitely not a popular cool girl ever to be known in her life, and perhaps I'm trying to fulfill that fantasy online now. Regrets. So we're not going to get philosophical, we're going to be brave, and we're actually going to try on this athleisure with you. I'll quickly take you through the bits that I did pick up from them. Delivery was fantastic. I got them all when they were on sale, which I think happens very rarely. But I managed to pick up my favourite colour of the range. There are many favourite colours that I have of that range. I would like to order more in the future, but for now this is a really nice base for my athleisure wardrobe where there were spaces missing, I guess. So the brand is Adanola. Even the name, like, there's so much they've even done with the branding of this name. Sometimes they've just abbreviated to ADA, which I don't know why. It's just so aesthetically pleasing to see the ADA logo. It's just so simple yet just so cool. I know. Anyway, so glad I made the investment into this brand. Quality, I can say, because I already have tried on a lot of these pieces. Fantastic. Fit, fantastic. Take your regular size, except in the track pant and oversized hoodies. Take a size down, I would recommend. So let's get into the colour range that I decided to pick up, because I thought if I'm going to buy just one set of something, it should all be in the same colour, and you know I'm a sucker for a matching set. So the colour that I decided to order from the Adanola athleisure range is the coffee bean. This is something I didn't need to have, but just kind of wanted. You know, those moments of vulnerability online, especially in the middle of the night when you're really susceptible to giving in to any kind of cravings, really. Online shopping addiction is much like pregnancy. Who knew? Anyway, it's this waffle weave, a little bit heavyweight, cropped long sleeve, which I thought would be super nice as just a throwover, unbuttoned, or even buttoned up with just some oversized track pants for lounging around the house, or just nipping out to the shops or something like that. This obviously will go with the baggy track pant, which are not only super comfortable but have the lovely Adanola logo on the front. Very, very flattering on the leg. There's something about this oversized trend that kind of just looks good on anyone. It makes it look like the clothes are just falling off you. So I guess that's the illusion I like to give right now, even though underneath even my underwear is getting a bit too tight for me. We can just pretend with our oversized athleisure wear that we're super athletic underneath all of this. To go with said baggy track pant or bottoms, I also got the matching Adanola hoodie, which is oversized, so I took a size down. I opted for the one with the hood. You could get the crew neck version without the hood, but I thought it was a nice added detail, made it look nice and slouchy. Again, in the coffee bean, comes with some handy pockets. Now for the bits that I'm more reluctant to try on, because these are the more snatching fitted items of clothing. However, they are super stretchy, so there is some forgiveness there. I decided to pick up the coffee bean bralette or sports bra. Comes fully padded and has a really nice fit around the bust. Like, it doesn't cut into any areas underneath the arm. You know, those little flabby booby areas that you don't want bulging out. I think it does a really nice job of just sort of skimming over everything. So picked up the coffee bean bralette with the matching crossover tights, and I have never previously owned any crossover tights before. They're just the simple straight tights. However, I was very impressed with how they give this illusion of you having more of a waist because of the shape of them. Comes with very subtle branding at the back. This will have to be the most scary of the try on haul, because I did try this on and it was already quite, let's call it figure hugging. It's a bodysuit with no clasps, so I really do have to get it on like a bathing suit. It's long sleeve and comes with a really nice squarish neckline. I have to say, I've got nothing bad to say about this because it really did skim the body so beautifully and gave a really nice smoothing effect, almost like shapewear. So I don't have any shapewear. This would be the first time me ever wearing anything like this. I do have to say that it did make me feel quite secure when wearing it. It wasn't the most comfortable, but I did feel secure, and I'm very nervous about trying it on with the changes my body has gone through today, but we're being brave. Finally, for this Adanola portion of the haul, I ordered some cool sports socks because I don't currently own any cool sports socks, just ones that I have had for about, embarrassingly, probably about 20 to 15 years. So it's probably about time I have some cool socks that I can wear over some runners and so forth. These are the Adanola branded socks. They hold up super well, they don't fall down, I can attest to. Love the branding, super subtle, and really like the colour range. Came in the sort of sandy beige, black and white, so just enough for me. So moving away from Adanola, there are two more items that I recently added to my athleisure collection, which were missing in my wardrobe. I think you know my line of thinking. I couldn't get the athleisure wear without having the matching shoes to give the real cool girl effect. Pregnant mother of almost 4 in her cool girl era at 35. Who knew it would hit right now? I'm going to put it down to hormones. Anyway, this might be a familiar looking box to a lot of you. Adidas. It's a very popular shoe that most women are wearing right now. I think it needs no introduction, but it is the Adidas Samba. So I was very adverse to this shoe. I was not intending to buy this shoe at all. However, I actually went into Cotton On, and whilst I was there, I saw a bit of a dupe for the Adidas Samba shoe and loved it, but it didn't come in my size. And then I thought, you know what? Rather than go for the dupe, I should really try on the real thing. So I did, and found the perfect colour as well, which I had to hunt down online because I was waiting for them to go on sale. And when they eventually did, I snapped them up and almost missed out on them because it turns out that my foot size was a little bit smaller than anticipated. That's the one part of my body that has shrunk during this pregnancy. I don't know why my feet have shrunk. Everything else is expanding. Anyway, this is the colourway that I was only ever going to buy. I really don't take to the very vibrant, colourful ones that they have out there. I wanted a neutral. This has a really nice brown woven through in it, paired with a very light beige suede front. Now these are the, I'm not sure if I'm saying this right, spezial version. There are ones that are all suede. They come in different makes, but I really like the fact that there was less suede and more leather, as suede is just so prone to damage, which this has already been scrubbed with a toothbrush, with a dry toothbrush, to get any stains out of the suede. Also the laces are discoloured because I decided to walk through the dust and dirt in these, but despite being well loved and well worn, they still look super cute and super comfortable, by the way. So I thought this would match my athleisure quite appropriately. And to, again, put the final touches to the cool girl look, something that I don't have in my wardrobe, by the very famous Ugg. Yes, I got myself a pair of Uggs, a pair of Ugg boots, people. I had a dupe from H&M, love those boots, however, never had the real thing, didn't see the purpose of them if I could get a dupe, but I did try this particular style in a store, and I have to say they were cute, and I did feel very cool wearing them, not to mention they are extremely comfortable. I've got the mini Ugg, so it has a super short, I'm not sure what you call this part of the shoe, super short neck, which actually lets you see a bit of ankle, which I think is quite nice and flattering really. It kind of elongates the leg a little bit. As you can see, made with real sheepskin according to the tag, which you can kind of tell. They are very comfortable, comes with the beautiful sheepskin lining on the inside. They are so soft, so wearable. There are no laces, which is my favourite thing, and soon I know laces will become quite a hassle for me. So having this to just pop on without having to bend down too far is just been a game changer. We have about 15 minutes remaining, guys. We're going to try to straggle this in to a quick try and haul. I'm really not looking forward to this because I don't know how things are going to fit me. It's been a while since I have worn some of the more fitting pieces. Also knowing that once I put this out on the internet, one cannot unsee this, including myself. So let's do this together. It's all about body positivity, embracing our bodies for what they are, for the time that they are, just rolling with it. So let's roll with it, she says. Let me tell you, getting out of this nightgown and putting on people clothes is the last thing I want to do right now, but I do have to go pick up my youngest from kinder, which is why you've had the opportunity to film this little 40-minute segment, so no time like the present. Okay, I thought I would begin in the most least comfortable outfit. Not that it's not uncomfortable, this is very comfortable, but I feel the most, I guess, self-conscious in right now. I'd begin with the most fitted of the Adanola athleisure. So this is the sports bra, which comes with the padded inserts, which is wonderful for small-chested women such as myself. As you can see, it just has a really nice cut under the underarm, super modest, has a plain back, and is a really nice elongated length. If the crop was just, say, a bit too high and you could see the ribs, it's just rather not me. And I think for me to have the confidence to wear such a sports bra, I'd have to lose a few ribs for it to be flattering on me. So really appreciate the fact that it comes down a bit lower, and also it doesn't dig in at the bottom. The seams are just so perfectly thought out for women and working out when you're in all these awkward, strange positions. So really do appreciate the thought gone into that. Now these are the, I guess you'd call them like a V kind of legging. These will all be linked down below, by the way. I was oohing and ahhing about these because I saw a lot of girls wearing them, but you could all see the navel on these girls, and I'm not a navel shower by trade. All for that if you're one of those people. I, however, I've just never had the navel that I think deserved to be put on show. Not deserved, I just don't feel quite comfortable or myself. Not do I think it's age appropriate for my time of life that I have my navel out on a daily basis. So I was really apprehensive when I ordered these. However, I have no regrets now that they actually come high enough on my particular waist that they do cover the navel. However, over time it may adjust and slip a little bit, and you may need to pull them up slightly, but the elasticized band in the middle is so supportive that it actually keeps it where it's meant to be. My only surprise, I guess, at these leggings was that they weren't as, I guess, tight or fitted as I thought they would be. This is actually the smallest size that they do. Well, actually maybe not. This is the extra small. Maybe they do an extra small. But I honestly thought that the material would be a bit maybe thicker. So I would kind of liken these pants to maybe more yoga pants. Not as stretchy as yoga pants, but not as tight as, I guess, running style leggings. So just bear that in mind when ordering. However, I have no complaints. They just skim over the body in such a flattering way that one could not look better, whatever stage of life or in their body they are, than this little set here. I think it's just perfect for basically anybody of a variety of body shapes to wear the V sculpted leggings and the elongated crop. I think it's just the right amount of midriff and conservative enough that if you were wanting to wear this to a gym or in a public place, that you'd feel quite confident and comfortable in them. So feeling a lot more comfortable and myself right now in this oversized hoodie with the wonderfully placed Adanola logo. I find with logoed sportswear, if it sits too high, it can make your bust look humongous. If it sits too low, it gives you too much girth. This is just at the right point on the bust that it curves round and just looks so drapey and elegant and slouchy, but in a cool way, not in an underdressed way. And this is kind of what I'm getting from this brand actually, is the fact that it is athleisure wear, which I don't tend towards. However, I do feel very dressed up in this. Like I feel like I could wear this to casual events or something like that. I think it's kind of dressy enough to do so. So thought I would pair this hoodie, because it has a bit of white in there, with the Adidas Sambas. They have a very nice top view, I must say. What I love about these trainers is that they're really elongating on the foot. So if you have little tiny feet like myself, this gives the illusion that you have a bit of a longer toe, and I just find them very flattering, not only for the elongation of the foot, but also the fact that you get to show a little bit of sneaky ankle, as well as any point on the body that should be shown is the ankle, as shoes that come above the ankle will always cut you off, shoes below the ankle will always elongate. So very happy with this outfit and feel like this is very Kinder pickup appropriate, so I might change back into this at the end. Now do feel free to announce yourself in the comments if the sock and Ugg combo is not working. I just thought I'd throw it out there because I do believe the socks would be more appropriate for leggings or with even the track pant put over the top, but then you can't see the, you know, the beauty of the sock, and not to mention highlighting the beauty of these wonderful slippers that we get to wear outside and get away with it. I believe Ugg really did have women at the forefront of their design when thinking of a slipper that you can wear outside of the home, because it is technically every woman's dream to be able to throw off their heels and just get away with wearing their house shoes. So this is one way that I would wear this bodysuit. General rule of thumb, if you're going to go very tight at the top, which this definitely is right now, a lot tighter than I remember. It's a bit of a struggle right now to breathe, but I must say, wow, is it flattering? I mean, there is not a bump or a lump to be seen. It is that tight that there is no possible way that any creases will be showing up on this top. So I can very much vouch for that. As you can see, the track pants are beautiful and billowy and flattering and does have that oversized slouchy look. The shoes again highlight the beauty of the ankle. The socks are staying exactly where I placed them. They ain't falling down nowhere. The only thing I must say you shall be prepared for is that if you have to go to the loo, this whole bodysuit has to come off because there is no snap crutch on these. Not to mention there is a G-string bottom, which I'm not ever in favor of. I love a full brief and I am feeling the uncomfortableness of that. So definitely if you don't like that feeling, maybe wear some underwear as I am underneath. If you don't mind the feeling, just go free range is how I could politely say it. But yes, the versatility of this top does not just extend to baggy track pants. You could also wear this with a nice pair of jeans or even some floaty trousers if you wanted to take this top out for the nighttime, because it is a nice pure white color. It is very dressy, simplistic and minimalistic, and will disguise any actual babies or food babies you may have going on in your midriff. I will say that. And finally, back in my comfort zone, a nice loose floaty soft long sleeve with some loose slouchy comfortable fleece bottoms and fleecy slippers. I don't think I could be more comfortable in a daytime outfit if I tried. I almost feel like I'm wearing my nightgown right now. That's the level of comfort I'm experiencing. The waffle knit of this long sleeve is really exceptional. Not to mention the detail of it is just a really nice level of visual interest that is not just a boring long sleeve knit. I would have preferred if the crop was just that little bit longer, just like by a centimetre, maybe a centimetre would have been absolutely perfect. However, it does cut at the right stage of the midriff, at that point where it's still quite flattering, cuts off at the smallest part of most people's waists, and I'm defying the theory here of an oversized top with an oversized bottom. In this particular set, it absolutely works, and it works exceptionally well with some nice kind of chunky oversized footwear as well. So I think this is the perfect way to end this video on an actual high, because I must say I was really nervous about filming this particular try on haul, not only because we have a new backdrop. This is the first time you are actually seeing the vision come to life. There's actually more to do in this room. This backdrop isn't entirely finished yet, but for now it works. But also trying on clothes. I haven't really been in the mood for I guess putting on anything outside of tracksuits and most likely my dressing gown. Even going out in general, I'm not really looking at shops the same way. I am in that really kind of uncomfortable stage of pregnancy where it's like you're showing a little bit but you're not, and things aren't quite comfortable, but you still have to wear your own clothes because you're not big enough to wear maternity wear yet. So yes, thank you for giving me the courage to actually do a bit of styling, because I haven't done that in a little while, and I think I will be doing some more of this to come throughout my pregnancy. Here's hoping, because no matter what stage of our lives or our body journey we are at, we should all be striving to feel and look our best selves. And it's so important for the self-esteem to just give yourself that little boost by putting yourself in the right clothing that makes you feel your most comfortable yet your most best self at the same time. So I will link all of these down below if anyone out there is interested. And I'm so glad I found this brand. I think it's come at just the right time of my life that I needed these types of clothes. Not to mention it's cold and autumnal and wintry right now, so the coffee bean just slots right into this seasonal phase of the year and my seasonal phase of life. I've come a bit of a full circle on this vlog, from being quite shocked and not knowing where my journey is going to take me to feeling very comfortable in myself, feeling very joyous, expectant and happy and extremely grateful. And I appreciate for anyone here who has liked this vlog, please do give it a thumbs up from that like button down there. Do subscribe if you're interested to see all the vlogs that I have done and will continue to do. And I look forward to sharing the next chapters of my life, our lives, with you all. It's been a big one. We've come a long way. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you shortly, and I do hope you're all doing well out there. So on that note, take care, my lovelies. It's all happening.